My girlfriend posted a TikTok, "Get ready with me to dump my boyfriend," while I was buying flowers. I saw it, said nothing. Then I beat her to it. The video she posted 6 hours later, titled "He Actually Did It," had 4 million views. I, 27 male, was at Sullivan's Florist on Maple Street, holding yellow roses, Ashley's favorite, when my phone started blowing up. 5 texts in 10 seconds, all from different people, all saying the same thing. Dude, check TikTok. Opened the app, top of my feed because 3 people had already sent it to me. There was Ashley, 25, my girlfriend of 18 months, full makeup, hair curled, wearing that black dress I'd bought her for her birthday. Text overlay, "Get ready with me to dump my boyfriend tonight." The audio was some breakup song. She was lip-syncing, smiling, doing a little dance, having the time of her life, getting ready to destroy our relationship. Posted 47 minutes ago. 340K views, 28K likes, 1,200 comments. I scrolled through them. Yas, Queen Energy. He probably deserved it. Can't wait for the story time. You look so happy. That says everything. The florist, this older lady, named Ruth, asked if I was okay. Must have seen my face. Changed my mind about the flowers, left them on the counter, got in my car and just sat there. Here's what really got me. This wasn't some impulsive post. She'd planned this. Done her hair and makeup, picked an outfit, chosen music, written the text, filmed it, edited it, posted it as she was supposed to be at her friend Natalie's place for a girls' night. My phone buzzed, group chat with the guys. Colby, "Bro, I'm so sorry." Marcus, "What are you gonna do?" Dante, "Want us to come over?" Didn't respond. Just drove home to our apartment, the apartment we'd moved into together 6 months ago. Split rent, split utilities, both our names on the lease. She wasn't home yet. Out celebrating with Natalie, probably. Planning her big moment. I did something I'm not proud of but don't regret. Open TikTok, hit record. So I just saw my girlfriend's video about dumping me tonight. Here's the thing. I was at the florist buying her favorite flowers, but you know what? She doesn't have to worry about dumping me anymore. Panned the camera around our living room. Because I'm doing it first. Ashley, we're done. Not because of the video itself, but because you thought it was okay to make our relationship a public spectacle for views. I deserve better than being someone's content. Stopped recording, stared at it for a full minute, posted it. Then I started packing. Update 1. My video hit different. Within an hour, 500K views. 2 hours, 1.2 members. By the time Ashley got home at 9:47 p.m., I was at 2.8 million views and trending. Heard her key in the lock. She was laughing, probably still on the phone with Natalie. Then silence. Then footsteps running to the bedroom where I was putting clothes in boxes. "What the actual hell, Trevor?" She was holding her phone, my video playing on repeat. "Hey, girls' night good? You posted that? That video?" "Yeah, figured if you could make content about our relationship, so could I." "That's not, I was just joking. It was for engagement. You know how TikTok works. 3.4 million people don't think you were joking. Neither do I." Started to push past her with a box. She grabbed my arm. "You can't leave. We need to talk about this like adults. Adults don't post videos about dumping their partners while those partners are buying them flowers." Her face changed. "You were buying me flowers?" "Yellow roses. Your favorite. Ruth probably still has them if you want to pick them up." Something flickered across her face. Guilt? Regret? Lasted maybe 2 seconds. "Okay, that's bad timing, but you're being dramatic. It was just a silly video." "Then delete it." "What?" "You heard me. If it's just a silly video that didn't mean anything, delete it. Right now. I'll delete mine. We move forward." She looked at her phone. Back at me, at her phone again. "Trevor, it has 890K views now. I've gained 12,000 followers in 3 hours. I can't just delete it. There it is. There it is. The views matter more than I do. That's all I needed to know." Pushed past her with the box. She followed me down to my car. "Where are you even going to go?" "Colby's letting me crash." Already asked. "This is insane. You're throwing away our whole relationship." "No, Ashley. You did that when you made that video. I'm just respecting your wishes." Drove off. She was still yelling from the sidewalk, phone in hand, probably recording a follow-up already. Got to Colby's place around 11. He'd already made up the couch, had beer in the fridge, didn't ask questions. Real one. Checked my phone at midnight. Ashley had posted a new video. Her crying, actually crying this time, on our couch. Text: when your boyfriend dumps you before you can explain it was just a joke. I never wanted this. Comments were split. Half going, you played stupid games, half going, OMG, he's so petty and insecure. My video was at 4.1 million views. Hers was at 1.8 million. Qley came into the living room. You good? No, but I will be. The next morning I woke up to 47 missed calls from Ashley, 23 texts. Voicemails ranged from angry to apologetic to accusatory. Final text: fine, you want to play this game? Let's play. Blocked her number. Update 2. The entitlement hit its stride around day 5. Ashley had blown up on TikTok, actually blown up. 340k followers in less than a week. She'd pivoted her entire account to healing after public heartbreak content. Every video was about our relationship, how she was moving on, lessons learned. The irony was impressive. Building a brand on healing from a breakup she literally filmed herself planning to initiate. But here's where it got good. She started showing off. New clothes, fancy coffee, dinner at places we could never afford when we were together. Tagged posts from brands sending her free stuff. She was making bank. My buddy Marcus sent me a screenshot of her Instagram story. She was at some influencer event, caption, funded by my haters. Then came the text from an unknown number. Hey Trevor, this is Natalie. We need to talk about Ashley. She's planning something, and I thought you should know. Natalie, Ashley's supposed best friend, the one who was with her the night of the video. Qley her. What's going on? She's working with a production company. They want to do a documentary series about you guys. She already signed contracts. They're offering her $75,000. For what? To tell her side of the story. But here's the thing. She's been showing me footage they've filmed. Trevor, she's lying about everything. Making you sound abusive, controlling, says you isolated her from friends. That's insane. Why are you telling me this? Silence. Then, because I was there, I know the truth, and what she's doing is wrong. The video was my idea. I told her it would be funny, get engagement. I didn't think you'd actually see it before she talked to you. But now she's acting like she's the victim, and I can't watch her destroy your reputation for money. What do? Get a lawyer. She's about to make a lot of money painting you as a villain. Called my uncle Richard. He's a lawyer, does family and contract stuff. Explained the situation. They can't use your likeness without permission, Trevor. And if she's defaming you, even better. I'll send her a cease and desist. Production company too. The cease and desist hit Ashley 3 days later. She called me from Natalie's phone, forgot I'd blocked her number. You're suing me? I'm protecting myself from your lies. Lies? I'm just telling my story. Your story involves lying about me being abusive. That's defamation. I never said you were abusive. I said you were controlling. Same thing in legal terms when you're making money off it. Ask your lawyers. She hung up, posted a video within the hour. Being legally harassed by my ex for sharing my truth. This is what silencing victims looks like, but I won't be silenced. The comments were predictable. Sue him back. He's proving your point. Toxic masculinity at its finest. But something shifted. People started finding my video again. Started comparing the timelines. Started noticing Ashley's designer clothes and fancy lifestyle. Comments like, wait, who's the real victim here? Started appearing. Then the production company called Richard. Your client's cooperation would be valuable to our project. My client isn't interested in being part of your project. We're prepared to offer $40,000 for his participation and signed release. Richard called me. They're desperate. They've already paid Ashley and filmed her segments. Without your release, they can't air it. We can push for more. How much more? Let me handle it. He got them to $95,000, plus script approval on any segments mentioning me, plus a clause that any provably false statements about me would be edited out or they'd face a lawsuit. Signed it. Deposited the check. Ashley found out when the production company informed her they'd resolved the release issue with the other party. She showed up at Qley's apartment, banged on the door at 10 p.m. on a Tuesday. Qley answered. Ashley, he doesn't want to see you. He took money from my documentary. I came to the door. Your documentary? Funny, since it's about both of us. They were supposed to pay me. That was my opportunity. And you were supposed to love me, but we all adjust our expectations. You're unbelievable. You've ruined everything. No, I set a boundary. You're the one who made our relationship public content. I just made sure I got paid for my likeness too. That money was supposed to help me move to a better apartment. Not my problem. Should have thought of that before you filmed yourself planning to dump me. She tried to push past Qley. He's 6'3" and blocked the doorway easy. You're going to regret this, Trevor. Everyone's going to know what kind of person you really are. They already do, Ashley. I'm the guy who respected himself enough to leave when his girlfriend prioritized TikTok views over his feelings. I'm cool with that. Slammed the door. She screamed outside for another 10 minutes before someone in the building threatened to call the cops. The next morning, Ashley's mom, Patricia, called me. Somehow got my new number. Trevor, you need to give Ashley that money. She needs it more than you do. Hi, Patricia. How have you been? Don't be smart. That money was meant for her documentary. The documentary about both of us. I signed a release allowing them to use footage about me. That costs money. She's struggling, living with her friend, while you took money that was supposed to help her. She's making more in a month off brand deals than I make in 3 months at my actual job. She'll be fine. You're being cruel. I'm being fair. She made our relationship public without my consent. I made it profitable. Seems balanced. Patricia called me a few more names, told me I'd never find someone as good as Ashley, then hung up. The documentary aired 6 weeks later. With my edits, it was actually pretty balanced. Showed both sides, showed the original videos, showed Ashley's follow-ups, showed her building a brand off our breakup. Reviews were mixed, but it did decent numbers. Ashley's followers plateaued around 480K. The brands stuck around, but the momentum had slowed. It's been 4 months since that day at the florist. The documentary buzz died down after a few weeks. Ashley's still doing the influencer thing. Different type of content now. More lifestyle stuff, less breakup healing. She deleted a bunch of the videos about me. Probably her lawyer told her to. Found out through Natalie, who stopped being friends with Ashley after the documentary aired, that Ashley tried to get back together with her ex before me. He turned her down. Then she tried dating another influencer for content synergy. That lasted 3 weeks. Last I heard, she moved back in with her parents. The influencer money wasn't as consistent as she thought. Turns out girl who made viral breakup content isn't a sustainable long-term brand. Me? Used the 95K wisely. Paid off my student loans, 31K, put a down payment on a condo, 40, invested the rest. Living alone in my own place. No roommate, no Qley's couch, no drama. Found the apartment weirdly peaceful at first, then just normal. Made it mine. Got furniture I actually liked, painted the walls, no compromises. Work's been good. That whole being trending on TikTok thing was weird at the office for about a week, but then everyone moved on. Turns out, most people have enough drama in their own lives to care about mine long term. Started seeing someone new 2 months ago. Her name's Vanessa. She's a physical therapist, doesn't have TikTok, thinks the whole story is absolutely unhinged. Told her about it on our second date because I figured she'd find out eventually. She laughed, said, "So you're telling me you're not going to post about me for views?" and ordered another drink. That's when I knew she was different. We're taking it slow. Really slow. Feels good not to rush. Ran into Ashley last week at the grocery store. Genuinely didn't see her until we were both reaching for cereal boxes. Froze for a second. "Hey," she said. Quiet. Not the confident TikTok Ashley voice. "Hey." Awkward silence. "You look good," she said. "Thanks. You too." Another pause. "I'm sorry for what it's worth. The video was stupid. I got caught up in the attention, and I'm sorry." First time she'd actually apologized without trying to justify it. I appreciate that. "Are you seeing someone?" "Yeah." She nodded. "Good, that's good. You deserve someone who doesn't suck." Almost laughed. "You didn't completely suck, Ash. You just made a really bad choice. Worst choice. I think about that day sometimes. If I'd just not posted it, or talked to you first, or literally anything else. Can't change it now." "No, we can't." She grabbed her cereal, gave me a small wave, walked away. Didn't film it, didn't post about it, just left. Weird feeling, seeing her like that. Smaller somehow. Less sure of herself. Part of me felt bad, tiny part. But mostly I just felt done. Like that chapter was finally actually closed. Texted Vanessa after, ran into my ex, it was fine, weird but fine. She replied, wanna come over, making tacos. Went over, had tacos, watched a movie, didn't talk about Ashley. That's the thing about revenge, I guess. It's satisfying in the moment, getting that money, setting those boundaries, watching someone face consequences for their actions. But real satisfaction? That comes from just living better. Building something new. Being with someone who wouldn't dream of making you content. Ashley got her 15 minutes, got her followers, got her brand deals. And then what? She's back home. Those followers don't pay rent forever. And she's got a reputation as the girl who blew up her relationship for views. I got $95K, a paid-off student loan, a condo, and a girlfriend who doesn't own a ring light. Think I came out ahead. But sometimes, late at night, I think about those yellow roses. Wonder if Ruth threw them away, or if someone else bought them. Wonder what would have happened if I hadn't checked my phone at that exact moment. If I'd bought the flowers, gone home, and Ashley had broken up with me the normal way, would have hurt just as bad, probably, but at least it would have been private. Guess that's the trade-off we all make now. Privacy for attention, authenticity for engagement, real relationships for content. Ashley chose content. I chose peace. And honestly, peace is better.